Why are people qualifying on the mediums like it's actually going to do something for them?
I'm on track.
Good evening and welcome to ILR6. I am your commentator today. It's not Graham, unfortunately, he couldn't be with us. I think he has work commitments, but I am Jack, the ILR owner, and I will be taking us through what should be an exciting Grand Prix here in Germany. And I realise I got the stream running, my bad. I've got Jacko in the comms box with me. He's going to be out on track, of course, for Ferrari. I've got Crumpet in my ear as well, but he will be off track. Evening, Jacko. And I've also got a very sleepy It's Me, ILR1 driver, joining me as a co-com, but we probably won't go down too much to him because I think he's had to do coursework late until the night. But I'm sure he can help us when we're struggling for things to say if that comes to it. But yeah, so we are here for round 11, Germany, and it's a sunny qualifying and it is a dry race as well. You can see we've got reserve driver Philip currently sitting pole. I say that, and Padders in the Renault. Goes top with a, I can't even make that on my screen, a 12.0. So I was doing a practice session before and a lot of guys were dipping into the 11, so I imagine the time should come down a little bit. Jacko, of course, serving a qualifying ban for, let's just say, something he shouldn't rather be doing at the end of the race last week. It's not Abu Dhabi, Jacko, but he'll take that, so he'll do the one stop. Obviously in Germany, we do not have the super soft tyres, we do skip a compound. We do ultra soft, skip the super soft, and straight to the soft and medium. So for me, I think the quickest strategy would be soft medium. But all these guys, as you can see, are on the ultra softs. John, they're on the mediums in P4. I think he's put them on anyway. So we see he might be doing a lap on that. Maybe he fancies the mediums. As Big Metzer has retired, can we see that? We cannot. I think maybe I don't know if it's a DNF. There's a yellow flag out in sector 1.
Big John has thrown on a set of super softs for a lap. Oh, there's been a, yeah, that was a massive accident actually at turn 1.
Well, there's the voice of Callum Elliott. Welcome to the stream, Callum.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I've seen a massive accident at turn 1 in quali. What's happening?
No. Do you know who the drivers were?
I think it was Boris One and Big Metzer.
Oh, they were the DNFs.
I just saw 2 cars sideways out of turn 1.
Oh no, the curtains might be out. But I'll give you a quick rundown of the standings, just in case you haven't watched before. We've got Antitak. He's 124 points to Red Bull driver. If we have, let's see if he's on track somewhere. He's at the back, 115. I think he's on out lap now. He's 124 points. 3 points behind him is John, the Haas driver, on 121. He's currently sitting in P5. Got Dan's car, disappointing P9 at the moment, the softs. 3 laps old as well, so I don't know if he's going to fancy running the ultra softs, because that's quite low down. And then we've got Smudge, John's brother, ironically, in P4 in the Force India. He's on 115 points, so only 9 points separating the top 4. So the ones to watch out for: Anstack, John, Dan's car, and Smudge. But honourable mentions to obviously Alex, Mr. Crumpet on his day can deliver, and also TGIP is blistering lap times, but failure to finish races have really cost him a lot of points this season, sitting down in 13th and 21. But the rest of the standings: Alex in P5, Crumpet P6, Murdoch in P7, Liliart, who's not racing, P8, Jacko P9, Bazza P10, Morris Minor P11, Maresme P12, not with us today, Peter Insane Rampage 14, George 15 on 8 points, Fernandez 6 points, Padders 6, Crazy Flying Rob Kambir, Nazek 1 point in Williams, and Pro Opa, who's away for a family meal for the Toro Rosso, is not racing on Uno Punto. So 2 minutes left, Callum. And oh, I just saw Renault in the background. I think he lost out the exit of the hairpin. It's insane. That is insane Rampage, and that is some insane driving. Not the good kind. I need to
disqualify from session as well.
Well, I saw that. He went about 2 centimeters like backwards, and the game's like, no, no, no. So that's Infinito. So that's his qualifying done with. Disqualification means he'll start at the back. There's yellow flags, Jacko. Callum in sectors 1, 2, and 3 I had there. I don't know what's going on. Crumpet has retired. He's in P10 on the softs. I don't know. You won't be able to hear the Crumpet on the stream, but I'm going to ask him a question. Do you want P11, Crumpet? Okay. thanks, Crumpet. Absolutely nothing. But he's in P11 anyway, so you have the first choice of fresh tyres. do you want to start P10 or 11, Dan? You're in P11 now. Doesn't care. Baz is on a hot lap now. We're running above with Bazza.
Interesting that if John and Smudge are out on mediums.
Yeah, well,
Smudge is out on mediums. John's just sticking with his 12.6 lap.
I got
very early on in the session.
I'll put a mention out there, Callum. Murdoch's not the quickest. No, with disrespect to him. He's a midfield runner and he's up in P3, so that is a cat amongst the pigeons. So that could be a bit of a bottleneck, I think, for some of the drivers behind. So I mean, Padders and
too much on the strategy, but I don't know how fast those softer tyres are.
I think it's about a second. Well, I was in a practice session with John, and he was doing 11.5 on the ultra softs. So that gives you an idea. So yeah, I think it's about a second between the ultra softs and then another half a second between softs and mediums, I think. But that's they're really pushing the car limits. As he's going to come over across the line now. Where will he be placed? Bang! P4 for Bazza. Another ultra soft runner there, Callum. Top 4 ultra soft. Interesting race. Alex and John Smudge. John and Smudge on mediums.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. I mean, they'll be a lot faster towards the end of the race, but surely they're just gonna understeer off.
I think
quite
so.
a bit in that first stint.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to get a lot of heat into those temperatures in the formation lap to get those mediums working. Meadows got a 5-place grid penalty for crashing into Bazza. Oh no, teammates crash, and that's Meadow. He'd be starting P8, and that could be key.
Dead. Bazza's dead.
Bazza's dead. Oh no, he's out. Let's hope he makes. He's dead.
Definitely dead.
Murdoch's trundling around like without care in the world. Oh, he needs to retire the car. But that's him starting down in P8, Callum, and that could affect the race massively.
That's crucial.
Yeah, I really wish he was starting P3. That would have been a saucy race there, but he's just opened the opportunity now for Alex, John, and Smudge to try and push on. But that's a scary quick time from John and Smudge. Jeez Louise. And again, see what the traction is off the line as well. The soft runners around them, and Anstack and Big Metzer. Might be quite interesting to see, because obviously they're going to come under a lot of pressure early on in the Grand Prix in those mediums.
So his first few laps are going to be hard, but
yeah,
I feel like Alex is in a good spot here. Because
yeah, true.
I'm not really sure how John and Smudge's races are going to develop with starting on those mediums. They're normally very bad in the first few laps, so it's going to be a good one, I think.
Let's hope.
Murdoch still making his way into the pits.
A couple of years, yeah, watching this, but a couple of comments from the drivers in the chat, Colin, was saying track conditions aren't what they were in some practice sessions. Not as much grip as there were, so obviously that's what we've seen slightly slower times, which is a bit peculiar. So a few temps down, but nevertheless, Pad is on pole. It's first ever pole in ILR, so congratulations. It's first ever driver as a full-time driver as well. So banged it on pole, boom. And Philip his first race as well in P2. Murdoch 4 temps back in P3, start in P8. Bazza in P4, start P3. If Murdoch can retire, that would be terrific. But we got 9 seconds.
No. Hang on a minute. If you go to Bazza, there's another car that's joined them on the side of the road.
Yeah, I just got that. The Force India, yeah. Oh no. So anyway, that wraps up qualifying.
Oh.
There we have it there. Wraps up qualifying. We'll have a look. Padders on pole. Neil Soft's 12.0. Philip not far behind the Swedish driver 12.0. Murdoch with a good penalty 12.4. Bazza not far behind his teammate starting P3. Alex, as Callum said, in a good position there in the softs. John and so apologies. John is so much on the softs. Yeah. Anstack 8. Big Mets
said their best laps from mediums.
Yeah. So there you go. Big Mets is on the mediums though in P9. Interesting. So that's one to watch. But yeah, soft runners. Thanks, game. So Jacko, what's your thoughts now going to the grid for the race? What's your expectations?
P10 would be nice today. I'll say that.
P10. What's your...
Normally we'd start on the hardest strategy, hardest tyre, so I might go for the softs for a change, see what happens.
I'd say yeah.
Stay out of trouble, turn 1.
Yeah, stay out of trouble. You could be looking good. 10-1. You often see a lot of incidents. But James is sort of track with the curbs. You take too much curb, you're going to lose the rear end. So I reckon we're going to see a lot more DNFs from driver errors rather than actual mistakes. But I mean from a collision, so to say. But we'll wait and see. But it's quite an overcast race. But it was dry, wasn't it, Jacko? Was it dry race?
Yeah, overcast but dry. So hopefully suits the Ferrari a bit more. Yeah,
should suit the Ferrari. But have to wait and see. Should help tyre wear a bit as well if it's not as hot on the track surface. The drivers will be now picking their setups, their tyre strategies. Dazex brilliantly has joined us. He's obviously woken up from his slumber all the way in sunny Singapore. So we've got 19 drivers for this Grand Prix. Maresme is AFK, unfortunately. And there we go, 4 minutes. I thought a second then. I thought that was a race start. I was like, oh no. Padders leads the boys away.
I think there could be a massive incident at turn 1 here. It's just so tight and...
Callum, that's what you want though. You make me ill. You make me
You've seen it several times in the past. Like Massa's big accident with Magnussen a few years back.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, was it Ralph Schumacher years ago? Would he go over the back of the car and flew?
Yeah.
Was it Schumacher?
Oh, wait.
Was it Michael Schumacher? I can't remember.
I think it was Michael. Yeah.
But that was a massive crash. I remember watching that when I was younger. I just thought an honourable mention. TGI Plays, Callum. He's normally he's one for qualifying high up, but he's chosen an odd strategy to start outside the top 10. Maybe he's playing the long game. I don't know. But he's in P14.
I think Jay Fernandez is in for a chance with a win. If I'm being honest.
Murdoch's. Why is Murdoch down in P13? Because he had a 5-place grid pen that would put him down to P8. But has he got 10?
He's 8th.
He's 13 for me.
Yeah, it's just a good game, innit?
It's a great game. It's a superb game. Let's have a look at the race director, see if that helps. So this is in P13 for me.
He's behind Antatech. I don't know.
So, Callum, what's your predictions? Who's your money on for the race win?
I think probably John. I mean, I think I saw him a few races ago in Canada or something. And he just destroyed the competition. Yeah. Was it in Canada?
Yeah, it was. We took Canada. My money's on Big Metzer, but you're going John, I'll go Big Metzer. I think Anstat, let's not rule him out, but cars now lining up. We'll get the race started here. We've got Padders on the Renault. He's going to be leading them away. 19 drivers is ILR6. Round 11, the German Grand Prix. Padders, 5 lights out. And it's lights out away we go. Looks like a jump start from the back. I'm not sure. Maybe he absolutely nailed it. But Padders has got away quite cleanly. Yeah, Baz is going to look on the inside. He's going to run a little bit wide.
Oh, there's speed of it towards the back of the field. Oh.
It's a little bit of contact.
For the gas. Oh, no. Both Ferraris off.
Both Ferraris. Jacko's out.
No.
So that's Jacko out of the Grand Prix. I think he made contact with Mr. Crumpet as well, so that could be their race finito. And that's Padders leading away.
Race over.
Oh, that's absolute heartbreak. You could hear the comments from Jacko there as well. He wasn't happy.
Wow. It's 3 wide going down into the hairpin, but they make it out with their lives.
You see, if you watch back the stream, Jack, you see on Chopper Cam, you just lose control and you just collect Dan as you enter the track. You need to see it.
Dan was forced off by, I think, one of the Force Indias, and then he lost control on the grass, and then I had nowhere to go because I had a Toro Rosso at my inside.
A lightning start from John, by the way. He's moved up into P3 already. On those
softs. Yeah, that's a good spot. Philip down to P4, Baz up to P2. There's yellow flags in sector 3. Ooh. Let's have a look through the field. Let's have a look at some winners and losers. Position changes. Insane Rampage up 6 spots. Morris Minor down 5. Not too many changes. Crumpet down the back, obviously. Wouldn't be too happy with that. I'd be fuming probably. Long race from him now. Padders though leading away. He's got 2-second gap already. Callum on Bazza. John P3. Philip P4. Antec up P5 as well. So he's followed John pretty well. Alex is Alex is in P7. Keep going, Dan. Big Mets at P8.
Oh, a bit of a dive bomb here from Alex. I don't know if you picked that up, but there's a bit of contact. He's looking a bit feisty after dropping down a bit.
Oh, Philip
is too happy about his race start.
Sorry, yeah, he won't be too happy about that. I just saw around on board with Philip in the Ultra Softs. He's battling John, who's struggling to get his softs up to temperature. These Ultra Softs won't last long. He's going to look on the inside now with John.
He's pushed him off.
He's pushed John off a bit there. I looked a bit iffy. I only saw on board with Philip, but he looked like he gave him a bit of space. I don't have to see that, but John there, the big loser, down in P5. He was trying to give space, but maybe it wasn't enough, and Padders extends the lead already to 2.7 seconds. Philip 4 seconds, Antec 4th, apologies. Smudge and John yet haven't changed positions from the race start. Looks like John's struggling there, Callum. He's under pressure from his brother Smudge. So Ian's going to look on the inside. Yeah. Oh, will there be any love lost here between the brothers?
Left space.
He did, yeah. Good racing. I'll ride on board with him still. Oh, he's going to be in the slipstream. The RS isn't activated yet. I think it's the end of lap 3. It's going to make him go the long way around. He's going. Oh, he parked out on the apex brilliantly, John.
Defends it well.
Yeah, Smudge had to left the throttle a bit there. I was nearly going to hit the top of the back of him, but good for racing from the pair of them. Obviously, this is what we're talking about, Callum. The Ultra Soft tyres are a lot more effective early on, but in the next couple of laps, you'll see them start to die off. And I think Padders, you really need to start trying to push out as much as he can now while these guys are battling, because this is key for the race. Padders he's probably not the quickest guy out on track. He's probably the guys in like 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. But like we said, if he keeps battling, then he could be a factor later on in this Grand Prix. Morris Minor in the pits. Crumpet down in P17 as well. Pitted. Fernandez, I don't think he has pitted, but he's 25 seconds down already after 4 laps. But as the race now settles down, it is a dry forecast for this Grand Prix. I think the likely strategy we will be seeing is soft medium. That seems to be the quick way around it. The ultra soft runners, will they one stop Callum or will they 2 stop it? Ultra soft, soft, I believe.
I'm really not sure here, but I feel like you could probably stretch out and do ultra soft mediums just about. I feel like it's one of those strategies where you've really got to look after your tyres.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot more than that soft medium strategy, which is quite easily done, I believe. So I'd watch out for these ultra soft runners. Really, they're doing quite well, especially Padders moving out with about a 5-second gap to the soft runners already, so he'll be one to watch later on in the race. Oh, whew, as I say that, right on board with him, he has a massive moment going into the stadium.
Just right on board with anti-tack for that section, Sector 2 and Sector 3. He's all over the back of Philip now. These all soft tyres will start to fall off now. But also, we're watching Big Metzer on the mediums. What's the position changes there? Dazek's up 4 positions, shout out to him. Insane Rampage continues his climb up to P11. He was the net start at P6 after he accidentally went backwards on the track by a millimetre or so. Oh, Bazza and Philip. Looks like a bit of a bottleneck now for Bazza. And this is what Padders wants. All this contact. Oh, the tiniest bit of contact. I caught it on the stream, unfortunately. That would be a racing incident. That's unfortunate. As Philip there, that could be his racing tatters now. The slight of taps.
Plus all these soft runners in a completely different race now. The Williams doing a great job of holding up, but now they're through. I mean, they can just get on the back of Bazza, do the same thing, and it's looking like it's going to be a soft-medium race.
Oh, unless it depends how much Bazza holds up for Padders as well. That's what I'm more intrigued about. But Big Metz is staying with these soft runners, Callum. He's in the mediums. And Chopper cam through the stadium section. Bazza runs wide a little bit. And is he going to defend? He doesn't have to, but he's starting to call a bit of a bottleneck. Anti-tack all over the back of him now.
Oh, he goes to the inside there. Wow.
You don't really overtake that. He's going to look for the inside. Baz is in. And that's going to release them. So this is going to be interesting. Padders is also in the pits. Callum, so interesting to see where he filters out. I imagine he's going to be in a hell of a lot of traffic.
I feel like this is the battle for the lead. It is on track. Although the Padders just went in, yeah. We'll feed out probably P10, I want to say.
Looks
P10.
like P10, yeah. TGI Peter as well. He's TGI plays in P9. He's running quietly along in P9, so we look to pick up some good points.
Oh, Dan's car's round.
Oh,
he's spinning on track.
And that smudge, he's went way too deep into there. Way too deep. He's made contact at the front too. That's driver error, but I think he's let them through. He should do. That was a bit of a silly move from Smudge.
Through, but he's got his brother John into the lead of the race.
And this pushes Big Met to the other Red Bull driver up to P3 in the mediums. So that's worked out brilliantly, but that's put John into the lead by accident. They're not going to be helping each other out on the constructors, but whoa! Big Mets are going for a move there that wasn't really on. But I think he's looking really good for the win at the moment.
This top 4 battle is going to be insane later on in the race. Obviously, Big Mets is going to have the faster tyre later on, but it's going to be very important how big a gap these front 3 get while on their new mediums.
This is it, yeah.
If they filter out into space, I think they can make a lot of time up, but it's just whether or not they do get that space, because obviously a few drivers behind them are on mediums as well, which could become a bit of a roadblock.
Try and ball with Big Mets and now go down to the hairpin. Ooh, Anstad looks to defend the inside. Big Mets is going to run him out wide. Oh, slight bump into the front right there, an anti-tack.
Oh, they're taking each other out!
Oh no!
Big Mets is dead!
Big Mets is dead! That's a silly accident. I shouldn't laugh. That was silly.
It's like Azerbaijan, and now it's John and Smudge.
It's just like Azerbaijan. You wouldn't right. You couldn't. Would you believe that? I have to say though, Callum, I'll have to watch it back, but I do believe Big Metzer should have left more space for anti-tack there. I'd have to.
Anti-tack has wing damage. He's off, boys.
Yeah, he's off. That's a bit of a shame.
Wow.
That was a bit silly there. I'm not. I mean, I'll have to watch it back, but initial viewing was that Big Metzer didn't leave enough space on the outside for anti-tack there. Yeah. But it was very Red Bull-esque, that wasn't it? The Red Bulls love coming together in real life, and they have done there.
It's going to be a bit of a toxic debrief, I believe, in that Red Bull garage.
Do you two understand why the Red Bulls were even fighting? I mean, Big Metzer was the faster driver at the time. You think anti-tack would let his teammate go?
Well, Big Metzers are... he's a reserve.
Oh, right.
We've seen 2 big teams with massive accidents today. This is crazy. It was going out for such a good race as well between 4 drivers, and now you've just got the brothers shithouse in it. It's not what you want to see. But John looking good for a win.
That's a nice word for dominating, Callum.
I mean, it's crazy. Why would you do that? If you're the Red Bull drivers, why? There's no need. It's disappointing. It really is. It's such a good race lined up, and you have it ruined by just not leaving enough space. It's not good.
Yeah, it is a shame. It's a shame, but it almost ruins the races for the front runners. A bit of an anticlimax now, as looks bad between John and Smudge. Antitax put on the mediums. Will they last that many laps? I don't know. Will they last 23 laps? 24 laps?
I imagine so. I mean, if he's put him on, I think he can get him to the end, but he might be struggling towards the end. Let's have a look. Oh. Remains to be seen if he can somehow get some decent points from this race, though. I assume he can, but you don't know what's going through his head after that crash. I mean,
no, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to watch it back. I'm sure there'll be a steward's inquiry and whatnot, but I don't.
it's
I think
just disappointing.
And yeah,
It
it
is.
was avoidable as well. That's the shame. It was the exit of the
Yeah.
corner, wasn't the entry. The braking point was missed. It was coming out the corner.
Although, at the same time, it's one of those crashes where you think maybe a bit of desync involved.
It didn't look like it from my point of view, but I have to wait and see. Maybe Big Metza had more space on his point of view compared to what we saw. We don't know. Again, desync could be an issue. Just watching Crumpets out the session.
Crumpet's dead.
Is that a game over for Crumpet and the Ferraris this season? Looks like another double DNF. Hate to see it.
And a race for real life destroyed Ferrari's title challenge is really.
It's sad to think after Spain we were still leading the constructors as well, and now we're struggling to pick up points.
Hate to see it. Padda's making a move on Alex there.
Alex.
We crashed with each other then. Yeah, was it? It was a Force India, wasn't it?
Paddas is interesting.
Yeah, I'm watching that. Yeah, it's watching Paddas
Yeah,
now. He's
that's
obviously pitted Callum, so
He's going for the 2-stop.
he's doing the 2-stop soft, I think.
Yeah. And he's only 10 seconds behind. This could really work.
He's going to have to get past Khalifa ASAP.
Oh, he is losing a bit of time behind him.
He is, yeah. But it looks like a race between the front two, I'd say. I think John's got this covered at the moment.
Is it going to be a race though? You best believe they're shouting between rooms.
Hadders is on the inside of Khalifa.
Yeah, just watching that now, Jacko, yeah. Got Ted Kravitz down the pit lane. And Jacko, after he's retired, out of retirement. Khalifa's going to have a little look on the inside.
Ooh.
Just keeping us interested there. Dazek, honourable mention, Callum. We were. He's got a default set one because during his session he's in P9.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, you know.
Alright. Yeah.
As there's a car running deep. I think that's Murdoch running deep, and is that Dazek running deep on Murdoch? Oh no! They're both making a little tap there, and they go side by side with each other. And that's Antisac with them as well.
Who's in there?
Oh,
and he goes
two
down
cars
inside
in one.
both. Oh, no. There's a bit of
Oh, and Murdoch's come back. Dazek, what's going on there?
contact. I think Dazik got some wing damage there as well.
A little bit, but
Antisac.
Antisac with a fantastic move there, Calm. Do you see the double move on him there? They were both fighting each other, and he's like, you know what, lads? I'm just going to swoop in there and take that. as Philip sets the fastest lap of this race so far, 1:16.006 on the soft tyres. So the Swedish driver. As Alex has pitted, Callum, the mediums, he's out in P8. So I think John and Smudge, judging by his time, he's going to come out somewhere between Bazza and Philip, John and Smudge. So that'll be interesting. That would be saucy. Cheers, Dan.
It looks like either way, both John and Smudge are going to have to try and get through Big Pete. So
Oh, needed. I want a battle, lads.
Can he put on a masterclass here? Well then. Padder's dropping off from Smudge, but I think, has John made a mistake? He's lost about a second in that lap.
Yeah, I noticed that. Let's have a little flick through. He's 1 point. He's dropped a second, hasn't he, Dan? Thanks for that. And he's 1.7 now. So yeah, I must have made an error somewhere. Might have to kick you, bud. Smudge in P2. Padders. The gap's reduced a little bit, Cam. Just keep an eye on that. It's 8 seconds now, so he's gonna have to pump in some laps. He's gonna have to get that time down. He could.
Oh yeah.
Could he be a factor?
Take the free in his hand. Well then. Damn, you're toxic, bud.
Just watching the battle down in P12 and 13 here. Dance car all over the back of Insane Rampage. Nice and tidy through turn 1, lads. You don't really want to overtake there. Always ends in tears. Only 3 DNFs as well, so that's it's great to see, lads. Great to see. Improvement all the time. Man, Dance car was.
Yellow flag.
I think it might be a glitch. I don't know what it is. Because the back markers are through to sector 1 now. I was looking at Dan's car now. He's going to look on the inside now of the hairpin. I've seen a lot of overtakes there tonight. These guys have pitted, so this is 4th position. Dan's car 6 laps, all mediums. Imagine him make the end. He might be close to him, but he's up to P12 anyway on Insane Rampage. Dan's car in the title hunt, and while his title rivals are picking up 25 and 18 points, he's languishing down in P12 with 0 points to his name. So he's going to have to do something about it.
I think if you're smart here, you just go along together. Put in some good lap times, move on the back of Dazzy. Maybe make the move. I mean, it's going to be pitting soon anyway. These guys could be on for some nice points.
I mean, no offense to like Dazik and that, but they are like a second a lap quicker than these guys. So I mean, Dan's car needs to get this. Look, he's already on the back of Dazik right now, the Singapore driver. He's going to make the move to turn 1. Surely not. Breathe. And that's going to give Insane Rampage a chance to attack. Oh, it looks like Dan's car might be stuck. Oh, he runs really. Oh, he did well to avoid it.
But Insane Rampage is round.
Yeah, he's lost the rear end there, Insane Rampage, from my point of view.
Didn't look like there was a collision, so.
No, again, might be desync. Hate to see it.
Yeah.
But Dan's car running really deep, managed to avoid him well, but I think Insane Rampage just lit up the rear tyres in the exit of that corner. It seemed like he just had a tank slapper.
John and Smudge are in.
John and Smudge are in. Thank you, Ted.
This will release Padders into the lead.
This does. Intriguing. So we have to wait and see where these guys come out and play. I'm hoping Plays or Bazza can do something going between them.
John, yeah. John's out in front of Plays, but...
Oh, Bazza's making a move on Smudge. And he's got the move done. But this is going to be run down to 10-4? 5? Well, down to the hairpin. I don't know what turn it is, but I think this is going to help Smudge. This is crucial for the Grand Prix for Smudge. He needs to get this move done on this lap. I don't know if he'll be able to, you know. That's Mercedes looking straight. Ooh, remember, Smudge did make a very dodgy move into the hairpin earlier on this Grand Prix, so that might get investigated. So I have to wait and see. But it's absolutely key that John got out in front of TGIP there. That's key, Callum. I don't know what you think about
that. That's big. It really is, because
big.
John and Smudge have got 2 people between them. You can fight for position for at least another 5-6 laps, so he's gonna have to make these moves on track if he wants to win, but I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to.
Crucially speaking, we need to really watch that time.
Dazek's in the wall, by the way.
Ah.
He lost it down at the hairpin, and Dan's car got the move done, but I don't know what happened to Dazek, but he ended up in the wall.
That's a shame for Daz. But does promote the George and the Sauber up to P13, South African driver. We'll be happy with that. He's running quite well. He has got picked up a few points, as is Fernandez a couple of weeks ago. So they're not the front runners, they're all midfield runners, but they are picking up some points this season. I'm sure they'll be happy with. I'm sure they'll take 10th place if it does come their way, but they probably will rely on a few DNFs.
I think maybe Dazik and Insane Rampage may have got together.
I'm just watching Smudge and Bazza. Sorry, Callum. Smudge looks like he might get the move done. The exit the hairpin. They're going to go side by side now to the sweeping right-hander. He's going to tuck him behind. Oh, Smudge runs wide. And Bazza, once again, keeps him behind. Bazza runs wide, though.
Easy, by the way.
Oh, he's not making this easy at all. Bazza run wide on the tarmac.
New front wing for Dazek.
Oh,
He's going running outside.
What a move. What a move. And that might be that.
Shadows is still moving away from John slowly. I think if we can get a couple more seconds, it's really going to be. He could be on for the win, but it's going to be hard because, I feel like John just has more pace.
Yeah, I think so. I'm looking at the times, and it's sitting about the same. How long did the softs last for? 13 laps? 14 laps, would you say?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So
I think a few more laps and Padders will be in, probably like 20.
yeah.
Maybe 21 if he wants to really push on that last stint.
He needs to push he needs to get the time up to about 11 seconds or 12 seconds. I don't think, because those softs will be quick at the end, but I don't know if they're going to be quick enough to gain 15 seconds. It's not the longest the pit lanes here, but it's that nevertheless it is another pit stop, which is about 23, 24 seconds. So
Two stops always hard at every track you go to.
it is.
It's normally impossible unless you got some kind of rain or safety car, or
Yeah.
you just need something else to happen in the race. But
Oh, I'll tell you what, safety car now would be spicy.
it really would.
Someone chucking out ultra softs.
Right back in it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh. He's moving up on Khalifa as well, big anti-attack. So
Yeah, Khalifa's
still good points on the table, but
it's a shame.
it's just gonna be wondering what might have been.
I'm just wondering what the issue is with Dan's car at the moment, because this season he's been up to the front runners, but for some reason he's just well off the pace this week. I don't know if he's got wing damage or something's up with him, but languishing down in P11, Callum, he's not really going anywhere fast either. Oh, is that an incident between Einstein and
Khalifa's
Khalifa?
gone off.
I don't know if that was an incident or he span off or...
See, oh yeah, he looks like he span off. Although the anti-attack was nearby, so maybe he's on his own charge. Maybe he's just a wrecking ball at this point.
Meanwhile, Smudge has got past TGI.
Yeah, just caught the end of that there. So I don't think TGI was fighting that too much there. Smudge is there to go. TGI taking a different strategy this week, I think, lads. He normally goes for it. He normally goes all guns blazing qualifying, but I think he's taking the slow and steady approach this week, starting towards the back.
The judge is going slow than usual.
Is that the...
Oh yeah, he's moving out of the way. It's all good.
Padders is off.
Padders is off. He's lost the rear end.
Padders has spun it.
Oh, that's disappointing. And he's waiting to come back onto the track.
Well, there you go. I mean, he suffered his own race, but he did the right thing. They're waiting for cars to get out of the way. Fair play to that. You don't see that too often, to be honest. He's going to lose it again.
Oh, he's lost it again.
Yeah, he's got grass in his
I
tyres.
think those soft tyres may have had enough.
He needs to put mediums on, I think. Oh, that's his race. Finito. Oh, he's out.
He's on for a podium.
Disaster class of the season. And this is only going to help.
TGI pits should come out in about 8.
He should do indeed.
Padders is pitting as well, so he's going to be racing Murdoch on the exit.
Just watching Philip and Bazza.
He's cleared him. So yeah, TGI in 7th now.
Just watching the battles for
Strategy coming good for
P3.
him.
Yeah, Mercedes driver Bazza and Philip go side by side. Oh, Bazza in the battles again. He's been non-stop this race. He's had a hectic one. He has missed a couple of weeks, but he's back and he's making up for lost time, isn't he? He's in the battles every lap, I'm noticing. But Philip, after his unfortunate spin earlier on in this Grand Prix, which is unfortunate as well, because Callum, I mean, even though John has showed great pace, he's almost been gifted this race in a sense. Philip's gone off, Anstack's gone off. Metz has DNF'd. Insane Rampage got a disqualification. Padders has span. I mean, this is sort of luck you need as a championship.
Even his brother came out behind 2 back markers.
Oh.
Really, like.
Oh no!
Oh,
Philip!
Philip.
I was just on board with that. He's had a disaster. He's lost wing.
I think that's another place for Anattack though. I'm looking at Anattack. He's sleeping up the standings here.
Oh, absolute disaster from Philip. He's on sauce. He's gonna have to get a wing change, and he's 7 a stop go as well. Oh, Philip, mate, absolute disaster class. I see more accidents in the pit lane. Alex P4. He's I've not mentioned him, Callum. He had a little bit of a slow start, but he's somehow in P4 and not far up the road from Baza. He's gonna be on for a P3.
This is crazy. Can Anattack make these tyres last?
No. Number 4, 28, 26, 27 laps. You having a laugh?
Yeah.
No way.
You never know. He could be going to the end.
Tell you what, if Anattack makes it to the end, I'll do a giveaway. Turn on the comment, the chat, put giveaway, and I'll give away GT Sport if he makes it to the end of them.
Oh wow. Bloody hell.
Ain't happening.
Anattack's heard that. He's gonna start pushing on that.
He doesn't want to push on. If he makes the end of that race, I'll do a giveaway for GT Sport because it's quite cheap. It's sort of people
wait a
call
second.
comment.
He just has to finish the race on his tyres. He doesn't have to do well.
No, I said it. I don't think he'll finish. I think he'll get a puncher.
Tell you what, Jack, I'm going to tweet that to my followers, all 121 of them.
I've seen no comments in the chat.
Just say that's true.
And wait, TGI Plays is going to be... Oh, TGI Plays, he's pushing to try and get out of the Baza. He's frustrated in that cockpit.
What is Anattack's Twitter name? That's the only thing.
Message him on PSN.
Yeah.
Looking up, that's not going to help. But... GI Plays, yeah. Oh, he's going for the move on Baz and he gets a great run.
It does. Looks like he's got the move done there.
This is going to be a fight to the end.
Whoa!
But the thing is, if they don't fight each other, they can definitely move back up to Anattack and get past him. So, and then who knows? Maybe someone up front gets a penalty. Something happens. You know, you're in that position to take a podium.
Very much true. But TGI, a really good race. He's got quite a lot of positions. He's found himself in P5. He's gone on with it. So he's my contention possibly driver of the day. So don't want to jinx it. Don't want to jinx it because there's still a good few bits to go. But let's have a quick look at position changes. Yeah, TGI up 9 spots. Dance Car just up to 1. Bigger loser. Phillips down 7. Paddy's down 9 after his spin. Absolute disaster. But John looks like he's just pulling out that lead slightly from Smudge now, Callum. I can't see really any other winner. There's a bit of a gap between the rest of the field.
Yeah, I think his to lose. I mean, doesn't really have to push. I don't think his brother's really going to push him too much either.
I think his brother would want to win rather than him though.
Definitely, but I mean, I don't know which one's the older brother, but if he gets taken out, he's getting beaten up. You know.
I think they're in their late 20s, mate. I think they might be past that stage.
Still.
Just, watching where the Sauber drivers. Fernandez is he a lap down? Can't work it out. He is quite a bit. He's almost 2 laps down, Fernandez, I think. But Dazek in P14. Morris Minor. Is that who's he battling?
In the race, he's ghosting for me.
Who?
Big Fernandez.
Oh, maybe he is ghosting.
Right, so an
ghosting.
update on the giveaway.
Oh, he is. Is he? Yeah, he's ghosting. My bad.
Mr. ILR, if Anattack makes it to the end of the race on these medium tyres in ILR6 Germany, ILR League will put GT Sport in a giveaway. comment giveaway under this tweet to enter, and I've done that under my account, which is ILR_Jacko. So anyone listening, you could get your hands on GT Sport.
Uh-oh.
And he's got 11 laps to go.
What's he on now? How many laps has he done?
15 laps. 10 more laps, 25 laps. I feel like it's doable, but he's going very slow. I feel like...
Surely just stick on some ultra softs.
Slow enough for TGI to be looking at 4th.
He's going really slow.
Yeah, he is.
Like he was taking a... He's going again, but... He's really not... I think he's heard. I think he's...
He's got the stream open. If they get... he's got the stream on. He's thinking, you know what, I'll sacrifice a few points, get the game.
He doesn't want this championship, he wants GT Sport for one of his followers.
Realistically, either way, he's going to struggle to beat these soft guys behind him, so maybe you do just let him past. I mean, you take a 6th after what's happened in this race?
I think so, but I couldn't... Oh!
Damage
Oh! That's TGI looking really racy.
TGI doesn't have the stream on.
He probably doesn't know, but as you say, he's going quite slow. It's probably the battle on track. Baza, not too far behind. TGI's almost pushing him through.
Oh, this is crazy. I don't think he needs to do this. He's on much fresher tyres.
No, he needs to just bide his time and wait.
Yeah.
TGI's tyres are only 5 laps old.
He doesn't need to push so hard. I mean, I think the other 3 up the road anyway. I think this is probably the best he can do anyway. I don't know. Maybe he thinks he can catch him. Callum, he's on the soft, so maybe he could catch Alex. I don't think. Obviously, the front 2 have bolted ahead.
Whilst he's been fighting with Anti-Tac, Baz has joined this battle.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, watching that.
There is a battle for 4th on track.
Baz is on the fresher softs than TGI as well, so Baz is definitely in the hunt here. And Anti-Tac's proven to be the bottleneck. Danskar on softs.
If they keep fighting, I mean, who knows? Philip might end up coming back into this race. I mean, he's 7 seconds behind, but he gets past Khalifa. Still got those fresh softs. Oh, that's very deep.
I think
very deep lunge there from TGI plates. He came back from about 10 car lengths.
I don't know. I think he was slightly clenching that cockpit there. He was braking hard, fast. As he's making a little move in there, I'm calling it now. This is going to be an accident. He's driving a bit stupidly.
It's erratic. Doesn't need to be racing like this. Oh, he's almost lost it. Oh my god.
Bazza sniffing a 4th place here.
He really is. And Stack. Oh, he's in.
No. That's the giveaway.
That's the giveaway. No GT Sport for anyone. Fortunately, I managed to take him 17 laps. I thought we'd be able to take him a bit further than that, but unfortunately not. So that promotes TGI up to P4.
Way.
I don't think it's gonna be. Oh, no one's losing flag.
Plays Bazza battle. Ultra Sauce. Are they gonna be over a second faster?
Are they gonna last 9 laps? Question mark.
Yeah, they will.
He's
I feel like. Oh, TGI plays breaks so late into that corner. He's gone very deep, and this could be Bazza's chance, but.
3 for 4. Alex, he's on 14 lap all mediums. You saw Anti-Tac Pit was 17 lap all mediums. Will that be an issue?
I feel like for Anti-Tac it was more a. If I get to the end, they're going to be 25 laps.
I mean, if he gets to the end though, they're going to be 23 laps, 24 laps. For Alex.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking Alex is going to be. I don't know what the tyre was like for Alex, but I'm just thinking if Anti-Tac's only taking him 17 laps, surely 18, 20, so another 5 laps. I think it could be Alex could be struggling at the end. I have to just watch that monitor at that time. It's 6 seconds at the moment, so.
Got a nice gap behind him. I feel like he can afford to go quite. You can just save on those tyres. I feel like he could make it to the end. Because for what a glitchy mess this game is, the
Murdoch's having a spin.
model isn't too bad. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, and Dan's car finally in the points, but he's lost it out of turn one.
And
Recovers it.
that is Khalifa just up ahead as well, and he's on really old mediums, so this could be Dan's car to get another couple more points. Anstack is on the attack, on with padders. Look how quick he is on those ultra softs. Oh no. The grip out the corners as well. Look at that.
Wow. Yeah.
He's all over the
That's
back of him.
insane.
He's going to get moved on just like that. It's padders,
It's easy.
don't fight padders. It's not your fight to have there, to be honest. There's no point fighting a fresh ultra soft runner. Absolutely no point. And now, question is, can he catch Philip? That is 8 seconds up the road. Surely
I
not.
feel like he probably should be able to.
Surely
He's
not.
going to be very fast. Oh, and that's the judge. What's he doing?
Did alright, to be fair to him. He's trundling along P15. Nana's P16. Medoc's pitted for mediums, Callum, on lap 28. Thoughts? In a word, thoughts?
Oh my god, what's going on back there? I just popped on board with someone who was a sour in the middle of the road. I don't know what they're doing.
Bazza making a move on TGI. Oh, Bazza looks like he might get the move done into the hairpin. He's got the straight line speed. Does he break in time? He's going to drift that wide to the apex. He's struggling to get on the throttle. The TGI looks like he's got the better exit, and he's got the move back. Bazza just running a little bit wide.
Closed in 2 seconds in these last few laps.
Whoa!
Said Philip could end up back, and he definitely could. Dan's going to
Oh, you gasped as well, Jack. Are you watching the Bazza crossing there? I thought that was going to be a massive
I was just going to
accident.
say, Bazza and TGI are probably two of the best, and most cleanest racers you can come across, so it does make for a good battle.
4 seconds. Oh. Philip is closing big time.
And then Anstack's closing on Philip.
Yeah.
Go on. But also, Smudge is closing on John. He took 2 seconds out of his time. Let's keep on the lead as well. But there's a few battles out on track I'm intrigued about. I don't know if Alex's tyres will last, but who am I to say? I don't play this game enough. There's a few intriguing
With these
battles.
guys battling so much, I feel like he'll be fine. I think.
Yeah, 7 seconds. It's come down only a second or so to TGI.
Yeah. The one.
Like I said, these
Khalifa's dead.
Cheers, Ted. Let's have a look. Oh, he is.
I'll turn one. He's lost
he wants points. Can he get them? Has he got damage?
Yeah, he's got front wing damage.
Don't pit, mate.
Quite significant as well. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, his front right and
Khalifa's
totally
downfall does promote Dan's car as well. There's only 2 points for him, but it's trying to keep that championship hope alive.
Every little helps, you never know, Jacko. Today's not his day, but it might be after Christmas. Obviously, this is the last race before the Christmas holidays and New Year. Dan's gone.
Struggling.
In the day, yeah. But last race before Christmas, got the Christmas Sprint Championships this time next week, and I'll be commentating on once again, which I forgot I was doing until I said that. But yeah, I'll be commentating on that. Should be fun. 5 races, 5 laps. And then the race to 10th, I think you two are both in it as well, aren't you?
Yeah. I do believe so.
Yeah, that'll be good fun. Good night for the family. And
yeah.
Padders is in on lap 10
Dan's
softs.
promoted to 8.
Oh no, look at Padders' tyres. They are destroyed on lap 10.
Oh no.
That front left is ruined. Oh no. Oh
And a
no.
new front wing.
Insane.
Anti-attack's not really gaining on Philip too much. He's only gone down by a second. Philip's on a charge.
It's not fast enough.
No, it's not. Philip's on a charge though.
Just to mention, TGI's strategy today has worked really well for him, like 10 places. I think he'll take a 4th.
As he just runs slightly wide into the gravel.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he's been superb.
He's definitely catching Alex, but I think he's just managing the gap at this point. Managing his gap, manages his tyres, and just using up that time he had just to make it to the end, really.
Yeah. Alex has done well managing his tyres. He's a very concise driver, Alex. He's not really hot on qualifying, but like he's so consistent. Like he'll just keep banging in the laps and it does pay off in the race. He's not won a race. He's not got too many podiums, but he's on for one tonight.
it's about to start heating up for fourth, fifth, and sixth here.
Yeah, I think so.
Philip is now 1.5 seconds behind. This is what a drive if he ends up getting fourth here. I mean, it's definitely possible.
After spinning, I mean, if you take the spin out, he's P3. Like really, yeah. Need to see it.
Great driving.
So, quick look, see if there's any penalties. Let's have a look, see if any of the front runners have got pens. Crumpet pen, Dazek pen. That's it, 2 pens. So I don't know if there's any instance, obviously, after the race. Noticeable for me was probably Big Metzer pushing the car wide. Smudge dive bombing and making contact with 2 or 3 of the runners as well. I don't know if much came of that, but again, it's a bit silly. And so there's a Toro Rosso getting lapped there. So Toro Rosso, Dazek, getting involved in this here. With only 3 laps left. It's getting a bit of airtime.
Just safe. But Baz are definitely not.
I think, yeah, Baz is struggling a little bit on those tyres now compared to TGI. I think Philip, he's got slightly older softs to be fair, but he's looking good.
Yeah, Philip's short shifting. He's got fuel problems. He's looking a bit low, but
yeah, he's on yellow fuel for me.
Yeah. Well, I still fancy him to make the move, you know.
I think he will.
I really do.
I think he's quicker.
He's got 2 laps left, so
I think Anti-Tax.
He's all over the back of him now. Will he go to the inside?
As Khalif sets fastest lap of the race. I think those ultra softs are already dead on Anti-Tax's car column. He's not gained any time the last 2 or 3 laps. Baz are running a little bit wide down through the final corner. It's going to give a chance now to Philip on his ILR debut to make a go of it to get P5. Ooh, not here, not turn 1. He's going to get a first battle DRS now going to turn 2. Again, if it does make the move here, Baz has got DRS on the back straight.
He's going to get a good run through here.
He's going to get a good run.
Have him.
Yeah, I think so. He's looking really close. He's got a really good exit as well. We're right on board now. He's going to have DRS. He's opened up the cars. We're going side by side. With 200 miles an hour, hitting 201 miles an hour, braking hard, down to 2nd gear. Baz is going to tuck in, slow down to 50 miles an hour, and concedes the place, yeah. And Philip with what a drive, but who's your driver today, Callum?
I think it's probably Pete. I mean, you have to say, like, he's come up 10 positions, coming from P14, starting on those mediums. But always going to be a struggle on those opening laps. He's done very well. I mean, he's got a bit of help from a few disasters here and there, but I think he's good for the driver of the day.
I'd say so. I think I'm probably going to agree with that. Honorable mention to Philip as well after recovering from the spin, I'd have to say. But I'd say let's give it to TGI. He's not much luck this season. He's going to get 12 points.
Oh, he's in the gravel.
Oh!
He's in the gravel out of turn 1.
He said he's got driver of the day. He really doesn't want it. He wants Philip to have it.
I mean, I'd agree with you too. I think he's driver of the day as well. And again, Philip, honourable mention.
I'm just noticing there's a lot of traffic through the stadium section. Smudge is only 7 tenths behind John now. 6 tenths. He's riding his grill going to the last 2 corners. Surely, I don't know what's happened here.
I don't think he can make a move.
I don't think he can do it. He needed another lap, but oh my days. He cut very quickly, but it looks like John is going to take another win this season. And he does. Fantastic. John wins in Germany. Smudge in P2. Alex looks like he's going to take P3. It's a battle further down the field between TGI and Phil.
Whether or not Pete makes an error. That was almost such a good run. He's going for it. He's going down the inside. Is he going to put him off? He's tapped him a bit. He's not going to. He did let him go after that.
I'd say so.
Fair drive. And he's giving it a go, but
TGI's fuel's out, but he thinks
that's a great drive from TGI.
Yeah, driver there, well done. Alex, honourable mention as well, P3. Great drive from him. TGI.
Stop go. That's disappointing for him. Antatak might get this place then.
No, he doesn't. Antatak P7, Danskar P9, not too far really off the pack battling, so Danskar a bit of recovery. But it was a race that promised more than what delivered after a few early incidents,
Yeah.
but it's still interesting race nonetheless. But that is John, the title contender, and he wins in Germany. He takes the last win of ILR6 in 2018. The big 2018 is coming to an end in a couple of weeks. It's the last race in ILR6 this year, and John takes it. Jacko, what's your thoughts so far on this season? Have we hit the midway point?
Ups and downs. Would have liked a few more points, but I think I'm still just about inside the top 10, so on a personal level it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But certainly the title fight looks very interesting. Certainly more interesting than the battle for 10th.
That's true. But there we go. There's the rundown. We've got John P7, Smudge P2, Alex P3, TGI 4, Philip 5th, Bazza 6, Anstack 7th, Danskar, Padders, and Insane Rampage does pick up the final point. Morris Weiner, quiet, bit of a slow race. Boring race P11. Khalifa had damage, could have got some points. Murdoch P13, Daz at P14, Judge 15, Fernandez disconnecting, Crumpet disaster class, Big Metzer disaster class, and Jacko needs some lessons in driving. P19, only a few DNFs. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We've got ILR4 and ILR3 starting in about 15 minutes time, so make sure to tune in for that. Thanks for watching today. It's been a good race. I'll imagine I'll be back next weekend ready for the sprint races, but I'm sure I'll be back at some point this season as well. Anyway, till then, safe travels lads.